Hey Aries, and welcome to your March 2017 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky, and I'm here to give you an amazing reading for your month ahead. Wow, I think that you guys are actually going to have a really good March. I think that you're coming back from something. I think you're still facing something from the past. I think that you're coming more into contact with your motivations, with who you are as a person, what you're trying to accomplish. But I think overall, this can be a really amazing month for you. If you let it be, if you can face yourself, if you can go within, and it'll be a bit different for you than the other signs. I actually think that this March should be better for you than a lot of people. I actually think that Aries, or people who have Aries in their chart have an edge up right now. You guys have kind of some luck and some sort of subconscious universal knowledge right now that not everyone else has. I think that you're kind of an example for humanity right now in a way, Aries, or people who have Aries, so that's probably exciting for you to hear. It seems like you might be in the beginning of March, and we'll go through it week by week, but it seems like you, Aries, are confronting things from the past, which is different for you. You're not a very past-oriented sign generally, but it's like you're taking it there right now, and you're willing to take it there, and you're ready to take it there. And it's definitely serving you. You know, you've got the Six of Cups as your central theme for the reading. So you're reaching out to people from your past, or people from your past are reaching out to you. And it should be beneficial contact for the most part. But I do see that some of you might experience it in a bit more of a difficult way. There's an issue with compromise. There's an issue with give and take. And that's kind of really coming to the forefront for you right now. How do you compromise with others? What do you give? What do you receive in relationships? You're testing that right now, and that's being tested for you. But it should get a lot better moving into the equinox around the 21st. That is also when the sun goes into your sign. So the beginning of March may be a little bit slower for you. You might be a little bit pulled back. But you should really come into your element soon. And I would recommend that you guys do the work that you need to do in the beginning of March. Although it seems like it's not clicking till the end when the sun gets into your sign. But it's good to face yourself. It's good to withdraw a little bit in the beginning and not be so outwardly focused, okay? Because, you know, moving into the next few months, we can be a lot more outwardly focused. But right now, it's a good time to pull back. It's a good time to see where we've been, where we've come from, what we've caused, what we haven't, and reflect on that, but not consciously try to change that. Does that make sense? It's like, and I'm talking about this in all of my videos for the most part, we have to unconsciously allow healing to occur. We have to see the symbols in our day-to-day life and understand that healing is occurring at the cellular level, and because our ego is coloring in this phase of the year, in this phase of time and experience, our ego is coloring our conscious attempts to heal. So it's important that we're stepping back and we're allowing ourselves to unconsciously heal through symbols, through things that we enjoy, through solitude, but at the same time experiencing like vicarious insights too. It's good to be in solitude, but it's also good to be around people that you feel drawn to be. Don't force interaction at all. But people who seem natural, who you seem pulled to or seem pulled to you in a way that doesn't seem forced, healing can occur there. So anyway, I'm going to start taking this reading from the week-to-week basis and see what's coming forward for you guys. So in the first week, you guys have the Three of Wands rooted down by the Six of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this is when the give and take and compromise issues comes up, or you're facing it, and it seems like a lot of you just want to turn your back on it. It seems like a lot of you are through with living in codependent relationships, through with living in codependent mindsets, because you see in the Three of Wands, he's like holding on, like in a way he's not leaning on it completely, but he's still reaching for it. So it's like he's not completely self-sufficient. It's like he's not completely doing this by himself, but he wants to be. So you guys are there. You guys still have a few things left in your energy that needs support, that needs outward either validation or support. Like you're struggling to be self-sufficient right now, but you want to be, and you're getting there. And having the Six of Pentacles reversed underneath that further validates that, because it's like, are you the people begging or are you the people giving? You know, which side of that are you on? Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like it's serving you anymore, and you're ready to change it. And you can change it. You have a lot of potential to change this month. Okay, it's a good time to balance relationships. It's a good time to list out relationships and how they're functioning. Like think about all the important relationships in your life, familial, romantic, friendship, platonic, what have you. And maybe just think about, do they need attention? Do they need to be pulled back from? Do I need to end this relationship? Do I need to play up this relationship? It's a good supported time to think about these things, but not necessarily actually go to action with it. It'll be a more action-oriented time into late March and April. Right now, it's a time to plan and a time to be reserved and calculated. So moving into the second week, you guys have the Knight of Wands rooted down by the Knight of Cups. So you're integrating parts of your personality. You're very much a Knight of Wands energy, Aries. You strive for creative success. You strive for quick artistic ability, and it's quick. Everything's fiery, passionate, so you can burn out. So a lot of Aries are feeling burnt out, and you're needing to access a Knight of Cups energy where you're more reserved, where you can recharge better, where you're resonating more with the water element, which could feel uncomfortable to those of you Aries who don't have a lot of water in your chart naturally. It's important to resonate more with the water element right now, being in Pisces, at least until we move into Aries, where you can embrace your fire nature more. There's definitely, you might be kind of swinging from highs and lows. You might feel a little bit manic right now. You might feel just all over the place, and that's normal. It just, again, allow the unconscious healing to occur. Allow parts of your personality to integrate, to come to the surface, and don't be strict with yourself in a way that you feel like you have to be one way or another. Allow integration to occur. That's definitely your challenge for the second week. And to not doubt yourself, to not doubt the formula, because it doesn't seem very predictable right now with those two energies because they're such opposites. You could feel like very emotional. Both of those are kind of emotional because like the Knight of Wands is like outwardly passionate, and the Knight of Cups is like outwardly, not always, but it's more emotional, like in a sad way than the Knight of Wands. So you're passionate and sad at the same time. So you're just very emotional. People might feel you as very emotional right now. You might feel very emotional. And it's not so much in your nature, you're not the most emotional all the time. You're pretty healthy emotionally, but you tend to be optimistic and want to get past like deep emotions, but it seems like you're being hit by deep emotions now. It's good to acknowledge that they're there and to face them. It's the best time of year for it, and then kind of be ready to go the other way once the equinox comes, okay? So moving into the third week, Aries, you have the Lovers reversed, rooted down by the Eight of Wands reversed. So it seems like something really big happens for you in the third week. Like all of a sudden, like the universe throws something in. This could be a new relationship that comes up for the single Aries. It's one way or another, it's something that feels very fated. Like you suddenly feel a reconnection to the universal energy in the third week. And it could be that if for those of you Aries who are in relationships, you feel like you don't really have control. You feel like there's like a third party that is in more control of your relationship than you are. Or you just like with the Lovers, sometimes you feel like you're out of control. Like you feel like you are so connected to universal energy that you don't really have much control over your life. So likewise, if it's reversed, it might be the complete opposite, and you feel like there's not much fate working for you right now. You feel disconnected, okay? I feel like that might be more of the case with some of you Aries out there. But it is true, though, that the universe will start throwing some stuff in with the Eight of Wands. It's like you might not be looking the right place for it, though, since that's reversed. Do look at all sectors of your life, Aries, and see where your abundance is coming from, because it's there, okay? But it's coming from a place that's not very expected, potentially. It seems like the place that you're not looking is where your abundance is. So do keep that in mind. Like aspects of your life that are hidden or that you wouldn't expect to be very profitable, it seems like that's where your power is right now. So, and a lot of you probably can resonate pretty quickly with what exactly that is. And it's a good time to build things about yourself that you didn't know existed. It's a good time to do those things that you never thought you could. It's a good time to veer off the path a little bit. And I mean, we've got Saturn in Sagittarius, so it's not so good to completely halt everything that you're doing right now. What you're doing needs to have some connection to the past, but what have you done that's been like a really long running thing for you that you've just not done for a while, that you don't feel like is successful? It can be really successful right now, okay? All right, and it could have to do with somebody from your past too. It could have to do with somebody who you did business with in the past, or maybe in a relationship from the past inspires you to do some kind of creative work, with the Six of Cups as your central theme. So, but anyway, moving into the fourth week, you guys have the High Priestess rooted down by the Knight of Swords reversed. So you guys do have 3 knights. So there's a lot of forward energy, and you guys are wanting to be really Martian. You know, you're ruled by Mars, Aries, so that's normal. You want to be outward, you want to be aggressive, and you want to like accomplish what you're setting out to do. And it's probably not going to work out too well until the end of the month, okay? Until the sun goes into your sign after the equinox. But it seems like you kind of might do it backwards a little bit. It seems like, because having the High Priestess at the end of the month, you're finally going within, like, after the equinox. And that's fine, that's good. But I would recommend to do more of that at the beginning of the month. I think it'll be easier for you. You might be more magnetic in the fourth week. You might be pulling people in. You might feel like a source of emotional stability to other people. And that's something you can do, but make sure you have the energy first. Make sure you're accomplishing all your other things before you're taking on other people's, needs or wants. Okay? And that, like I said, that is rooted down by the Knight of Swords reversed. So it's like, it almost seems like some of you know what you need to do, and you sit down and you like expect to be done with it, and you expect to think about your problems and your shadow, and you think about the things that are difficult, and you want it to the progress to be quicker than it is. Again, it's kind of slow progress right now, Aries, so you don't want to get disappointed because of it not just like any difficult emotions you're coming from for the Aries who have been through breakups. It's just going to take a little bit of time. If you're rushing it too much, you're just going to end up being disappointed. So don't over rush it, okay? And don't be too quick to blame other people for things either. It seems like it's good to be slower and calculated in March for you, Aries. And that is the case for everybody right now. You're no exception. But like I said at the beginning of the reading, Aries, you guys are in a better place than a lot of people at the same time, and you can be. Like, if you feel like you're in a really bad place right now, it's not going to be that hard to get out of it. Again, just looking at where you have, reflecting on your shadow side rather than, like, trying to fix it, okay? But just reflecting on it and allowing unconscious healing to come in. That's what I'm saying for everybody this month. That's going to be what makes it click better. You can't get too aggressive with yourself, and that might be why it's difficult for you, Aries, because you solve things by being outward, and you want to find solutions to problems, and you want to map out like how to fix a problem. And these far-running like emotional problems and things from the past right now as it stands, they can't be mapped out in the same way as you would like achieve a goal, because you're very goal-oriented. It's got to heal unconsciously through symbolism, through meditation, through everyday purposes, okay? It's not something that you can so much solve directly, okay? And sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit, guys. Although it does seem like somebody from your past, Aries, may have a lot of answers for you, may have a lot of compassion to offer you or support. Maybe that's why you have an edge up. It seems like a lot of people are alone right now, and some of you Aries are as well. That might be why you're seeking this person from your past. But it seems like you should. It seems like there are allies that you have from the past that you can help you through this, and you might as well take the help if you can, you know? And I would focus some on like projects that you have going, Aries, and like planning that. Like that kind of planning is good right now. Again, it's not so good to be aggressive and to be like trying to accomplish something like with your being right now, but small doses of planning and just like when it comes to you, when you're receptive to it, like if any of you are artists or creators, great time for art and creation, without so many constraints and boundaries of like when you have to have it released, how much money is it going to make, detaching a bit more from that in this period of time until April at least will see you far, and just allowing your artistic brain to take over, trusting in the formula. I'm saying that for a lot of people as well. Like trusting your body's clock. Their like sleeping rhythms are all messed up this time of the year. Insomnia tends to run rampant, and it's a good time to realkalize the body, a good time to balance the pH. Again, Six of Pentacles. There might be something in your body running a little bit out of balance. It's a good time to cut back a little bit on caffeine and, you know, push up alkaline foods and beverages like water and, I don't know, like apple cider vinegar, stuff like that alkalizes the body. It's a good time for that. And yeah. I think, and it seems like some of you might also be planning a vacation or a trip, so that's good to plan right now as well, especially for the summer. Like the summer is going to be a much more outward time where we can express what we need to, and we can achieve what we need to. If you guys would like to plan a vacation for the summer, or at least like into late April at the earliest, that would be a good time to do that as well. And overall, good month for you guys. Just don't try too hard. You guys try too hard sometimes. Like, allow the flow to come in. We're in Pisces. We'll get into Aries, and then you can try all you want. You can strive all you want. But just pull back for now, and you guys will be great. Again, we're all looking to you for to understand the edge up that you have. So be a good example and help people if you can, if it feels natural to you. And anyway, if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, I would so appreciate that. It's linked in the description box below. Also, you can book a private reading with me on this screen by now, I think. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would so appreciate that. I have more content coming for the equinox, and I will see you guys then. So talk to you later. Bye.